You.
You heard a bang in a minute. That's what Ash was saying earlier.
Yeah, man.
I was zoning out. It wasn't for Universal Music Group. I said, let the whole thing run on that.
Yeah, nah. Do you know what? It's fitting, man.
Yeah.
It's fitting. So I thought, let me start with this week.
I don't need a pill to speak my mind.
Yeah. Bare shots in there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Bare shots. But you know, that's the sixth god, innit? Like, you don't become the sixth god without them subliminals and the hit.
I've been praying more this week. I don't feel comfortable calling the sixth god.
I hear that.
Been back in my spiritual bag.
Taking it back to church, yeah?
Calling about the sixth god. Are you crazy? Drizzy Drake will suffice. That will do.
No, what's six gods?
I see what you did there. I'll take it. I'll slow off them up. My apologies. I'm back.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to catch that, bro. Like, even Haich. I thought Haich was gonna, you know, like.
He's deep in thought over there.
Yeah. Hoodie on and that.
With the pouch. He's up to no good, bro. Hoodie on with the pouch is spooky hours.
Bro, I was in the gym the other day and I saw Donny training in a pouch.
What brand was the pouch? Those things are important, fam.
It was a Gucci one.
With the
still.
Gucci pouch in that?
Yeah. I was like,
did he have it like fanny pack at the front? Did he have it to the side, under the arm and that?
It was under the arm.
Yeah.
And I was like,
bootings.
Yeah, 5 kg.
Man was stealing weight.
I was like, right, is there ops like that in the gym?
It's bad associate. But I don't have a Gucci pouch, but don't want to pay money for the locker and that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I understand. I get the principle sometimes, innit? You know, about to come to the gym and have a big rucksack and have it right beside me.
Yeah, but where's the logic in that, bro? Like, at the end of the day, yeah, all you need to do is, if you come to the gym regularly, yeah, get a padlock.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna want to use the locker.
Yeah. But you sound like a sensible somebody in that.
Yeah, like,
I don't care about that.
Coming to the gym with a Gucci pouch, a pouch even.
Yeah. You got your gloves in there. Stealing weights, as Haich said, and that. Got your shake in there, you know.
Or you might buck someone in the gym that, you know.
If your life is that techie that you could.
Do you remember that clip where there was like a massive brawl in the gym, and Donnies were getting snuffed with weights and that?
No, you gotta send this to us. How bad is it?
Bro, it was mad. Like, the benches were flying, like dumbbells were grabbed.
Pete.
Yeah, man. Kettlebells, the whole thing.
Kettlebells?
Yeah, man.
Remember like Diddy? Remember the story about Diddy?
He snuffed the coach with a kettlebell.
I said that's what was it last week before I said he's Suge Knight. Suge Knight ain't Suge Knight. He's Suge Knight, bro.
What would you do if your son came home and said, "Oh yeah, the coach disrespected me"?
Everything get fist up.
See?
Everything.
Kettlebell, innit?
Yeah. But that is a blunt instrument.
Bro, he bucked him in the gym, innit? He bucked him in the gym.
That's attempted murder, bro.
Yeah. But, you know, he got off.
Yeah, you're Diddy though, innit?
Yeah, he's got that expensive lawyers and that. They'll get you out.
Got lawyers watching lawyers. Yeah, you know. But it's celebration.
Yeah.
I said earlier, sixth god. Everyone in the back, you can raise your glasses. There we go. Yeah, Haich as well, even though you're fake drinking. Hey.
Yeah, we got a bit of bubbly.
Do you want to let them know why we're celebrating? What we're celebrating, Vans?
It's our anniversary.
Yeah. Not me and you, the pod anniversary.
Yeah, the pod anniversary. Relax, bro. Don't pause me.
This podcast is getting gayer and gayer. After last week's conversation.
Don't know homo me.
God.
Be comfortable, bro. Be comfortable. It's calm. It's fine.
Yeah, just be comfortable in your masculinity.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, come. Speak to them.
Yes. It's our 6th anniversary. You know, we've been doing this for 6 years. So, shout outs to all of you lot. Come on. Shout outs to Fols, obviously. Haich. You know, the whole team. Sosa. Essie.
Chrissy as well. I feel like she's been here, like,
Chrissy's, you know.
just in the cut for the last since. Did you come on just after like lockdown?
Is there a Chrissy hive? Like, we need to find a Chrissy hive.
Don't do that.
No?
I'm alright.
Listeners, no Chrissy hive?
Right.
Hashtag us. Give us a Chrissy hive.
Because it is, I'm going to start putting your at in the description more, so because she enjoys anonymity, innit?
Nah,
I
but
love it. I so much love it.
nah, but there could be a Chrissy hive without people knowing her at.
Okay, cool. They like her from the Black Pearls because if they remember, she's, you know, she's part of that dynamic trio and that, so she loves it low key and that, but she doesn't want the attention extra online and that.
Yeah.
Traffic.
Oh, yuck.
DMs, no? They want the DMs?
What? What's that?
Okay.
Adding you on Twitter. What?
I'm just trying to assist you through this, like, you know, coming out of lockdown, so, you know, streets are opening, dinner dates, all that good stuff.
And you feel like men are going to be sensible?
Yeah, why not? They listen to this podcast.
No way. People have been locked up for what feels like an eternity, and you feel like everyone's going to be sensible. I'm alright. I'm going to let the streets simmer down small.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Mm-hmm.
And man are going on dates with seatbelt on and that. Off-white seatbelt. Live your life, man. Be free, man. Enjoy the brunch dates, man. The streets are opening, man.
I hear that.
I was seeing more flower walls and that. It's a lot more hills and everyone's enjoying, man.
Yeah.
Cling to happiness, innit?
Yeah. I was out in Shoreditch the other day.
Yeah.
Interesting still.
Care to share?
Nah, not really. It was really popping like that, man.
Okay.
You know. But you just have to like get used to the whole queuing up and making a booking. You can't just like be on a random spontaneous thing and go somewhere. They'll be like, have you made a booking?
You really got to plan your dates with your babes and that. You know, she said, you book something for Friday and that, and you cap because Thursday night, you know, you can get something patterned last minute. Now you really have to book stuff in advance.
Yeah. So, is what it is, man. But yeah, man, we celebrating our sixth birthday and that.
What are you saying? Do you reckon you can do this for another 6 years?
Don't know, bro.
Oh, don't do that. You know, you got to start asking the important question. So I looked at him, he's like, we're celebrating our 6th birthday. You almost sound disappointed.
No, we are. It's been fun, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been, it hasn't even felt like 6 years. I ain't even going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, we've had so much fun. You know, we've done live shows and we've kind of pioneered like, you know, a wave in a Black British podcast space.
Okay, talk heavy.
You know, yeah, we have, man. You know, we've done a few things. We've appeared on a few lists. So shouts to
lists are always funny, man.
Yeah, shouts to the people that have recognised us. Obviously, shouts to the Cufflinks, the RNA community. You know,
Chrissy Hive, the Haich Hive.
Yeah, man, the Fols Hive.
Fols Hive?
Yeah, you got one, man.
You got a hive, man.
You got a hive, bro. Don't try it. Don't shy away from it. Embrace it, cuz.
Humble, man.
Man's doing pause to like embracing love from the from the fans. His hive.
Yeah, I ain't got a hive, but and I appreciate listeners. It's been dope, man. Because I even forgot. Cause I've not been overly fixated on like you know the cliche. I don't care about numbers. I do low key, but it didn't even cross my mind until you.
A milestone is a milestone, isn't it? Like that's when things changed for us, isn't it? From when we actually first stepped into the studio, because it's been, for the most part, a weekly basis for 6 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like in different locations. We're in our 4th one now. So
yeah, you
always have to acknowledge a landmark for me personally still.
No, I appreciate it. And all of you lot in your own different ways that all supported us. So I appreciate everyone that's here.
Yeah.
And our listeners as well. We've got extra celebrations this week as well. I'm a godfather.
Jeez.
You know.
Love it.
The boy Sosa.
Shouts to Sosa.
The package has landed.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. I would call him in that, but the youth's not even a day old yet. So
yeah, man. He's got his hands tied.
Literally,
so.
bro. He's doing loads now. So
we saying like the man them were putting mad pressure on you in the group chat and that.
Pressure? What pressure?
Hey, bring up
pressure.
The screenshot.
Oh, now it's allow it.
You know, so funny. I must have tweeted out the date and the time with a heart, yeah. And then people just start congratulating me and that, like, Daddy Foles, Papa Foles, and that. And after 1 or 2, I responded just to correct them. Like, okay, I appreciate the love, but I'm not a pops yet. This is.
Man was doing bare disclaimers and that.
And then this pussy was there congratulating me. Like, oh yeah, I'm so proud of you, bro. These times he knows I've not had a child yet. So now I look like a deadbeat dad, not wanting to claim my child. Because after about like 4 or 5 tweets, you can't be asked to keep correcting people, innit?
Yeah, no, you ignored it still.
Yeah, I see. I just had to ignore it.
I see. No, it's all fun and games.
People DMing me like, oh, I swear down, congrats. I was like, no, it's not.
What, you're getting DMs?
Yeah, people DMing me and that.
Mad. Yeah, no, but do you know what? Yeah, that kind of tweet is the go-to tweet when you become a parent.
Yeah, but certain people were saying, oh, that's how men just pop out that they have a child. Like, yeah. Don't even tweeting bare wreck, you won't know what's going on.
That's like prayer hands.
You tweet out a date with a love heart, and you're like, hold on, you had a baby in it. So, you know, but nice stuff.
If you had a baby, it would be a red heart, because it's not yours, it's a blue heart.
Fair. I didn't even think that deep.
How did you come to that conclusion?
Don't give all your red to a child that's not yours.
Can you hear this logic, bro? This mature logic from this mature man.
Nah, do you know what?
Emoji
Yeah?
etiquette is funny though, because the man them don't
Bro.
use red hearts to each other. These black hearts. The man them don't use red.
There is heart etiquette though on the emoji thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll do whatever you give me.
Yeah,
as much energy.
if I give you red, don't give me back blue, bruv.
It's kind of rude, isn't it?
It is kind of rude.
Bloods and Crips, no.
What?
Nah, crip with me, bruv. Like,
Crow it. What's a Nipsey Blue?
Yeah, there was bare blue hearts when obviously Nipsey passed and that.
Oh yeah,
It made sense.
of course.
You know, be disrespectful to what he stood for and that.
That's very true. But nah, celebrations, man. It's just been last 25 has been dope, man. It's just been the man them are getting to that new space, and on like coming here today, I was obviously reflecting like, rah, it's been 6 years, a lot's happened in our lives personally.
Yeah.
You just start kind of thinking about the journey and what man's been on and what we've gone through and that. So I don't know where your head's been at.
Yeah, nah, like and the same, like that's what I've been thinking about, and it's been a pleasure, man. It's been an absolute pleasure, and there's a lot of people that have been riding with us from the beginning, even like the new ones. Do you know what I mean? Like it's very humbling to know that people listen to us on a weekly basis.
do you care more about the new listeners or the old ones?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Nah, not really. Like I don't
What
think
am I
of it
gonna say?
like
No, not really. Fuck all of them.
nah, I don't think of it like that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because I can't expect everyone to have been rocking with us from the jump. So if you do discover it and you stick with us, then that's a bonus. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of expect the day ones to kind of still be here in it because we've been lit. You know,
Drops mic and then
you walk off.
I feel
Talk
that.
heavy, man. I got time for it.
It's what it is, man.
Yeah. Oh, and even if you said, I care more about the day ones. If he asks me, I'll just say I care about.
Everyone
the
loves the
balance it
whole
out.
like. Everyone loves
my
the
day
whole
ones,
day
my
one
day
thing.
ones, my
Like,
day ones.
you know, sometimes your day ones are bad vibes.
Yeah, shout out to day 2 and 3s and that. Like,
You know.
we like meeting new people and that. You know, it's needed, man.
Yeah, Drake was like, oh yeah, no new friends, but every other week he's got a new Donny in his Instagram.
Right. Drake held up for no reason. Like,
Bro, remember when that tune dropped? No new friends, and everyone was like, yeah, no new friends, like day ones. Nah, it's all right to kind of meet new people in it. That's how you get up in life.
do you know what though? I've clocked that most of my friendship group is like lifetime long. Like my
Yeah,
friends
you
from
can
primary
you can
school-
have like those foundations, but like say if like when we met you were like, oh yeah, no new friends.
Yeah, but how long ago was that now?
That could, in this day and age, that could classify
Is
as
that
day
is
one.
that
See what
is
I'm
that
saying?
is that a lifelong thing? Like if
Depends
it's
whose life.
in your life.
No, not mine. I'm not 10
This
minutes.
is what I'm
Okay, so what
saying.
year did you guys officially meet?
It was about 10 years ago.
More than that, in fact.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, more than that.
Niggas are old, bro.
Huh?
I should know. We met Haich around the same time, innit?
Yeah, I was about that. Oh, 09.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro.
Young, wild, and free, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, sometimes like the years that have gone by from 09 to now, yeah, it's a blur.
It all feels like one long summer.
A
innit?
blur,
So,
bro.
that's a lot of time, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
no,
are
I hear
right,
that.
That could, in this day and age, with how fickle relationships are, friendships are, you could count that as a day one.
Yeah, so it's interesting because I was just looking at some pictures and stuff, and I was like, right, I've known you since the sandpit, but it's not like, you know, like someone says, oh, we're still friends, but they just still know each other. They're not really still friends.
Yeah.
But I'm actually, like, I still call your phone, and do you get me?
Still check in.
People I still went to school with,
Yeah.
I still roll with them. Like, man, like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
with
yeah.
me, my kind of like, when I have bonds with people, they stay in it,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear that, man.
It's good judgment, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you say you got like most of your friends are day ones or like been there from. What about the newer people on the journey? Have you met any newer people on the journey and then built solid? Like let's say we're saying okay, cool. Vans and like Ash is like 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's say in the last like 5 years. That's obviously more recent.
5 years. I don't want to say no, and then someone's like, you get me?
Yeah, that's like, that's political still.
I've made great connections with people that like are significant, that have been at like monumental things in my life, innit?
Okay.
Of recent, probably past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
but that's probably as late as it gets. Not that I don't accept people, but it's just that anyone that's been significant is still there.
Yeah.
I haven't really like lost friendships in that regard.
Do you ever feel like you, as you get older, sometimes like you've been friends for years, but then there's a certain moment where you feel like you've just met this new version of that person? Because people change, innit?
Do you know what? I've experienced that, but not as of late. Maybe round about late teens, early 20s. I feel like when people were kind of turning into the adults that they were becoming.
Yeah. So like if they're like dons that you were saying that you've met from the sandpit, obviously like as they get older, they're not going to be the same as they were when they were 16. Do you know what I mean? To
Yes
how we
and
are
no.
as fully grown men.
Yes and no, because obviously that situationally things are different.
Yeah.
Because you just have a different path in life, innit? But a lot of people are kind of still the same person, as in, or at least my relationship with them. So my relationship isn't different, except we might do different things together. We still interact the same. We still have the same level of respect and communication. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not on an aesthetic level of, oh, we don't do this no more, we now do that. But it's just like a translation of life, innit?
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. You're not gonna still be fucking, I don't know.
Riding mini motors and that, the scooter.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's something different now. You may go, I don't know. What do people do now, bro?
Brunch, innit?
Yeah, you go brunch instead of mini motors. You see what I'm saying? But it's like,
We're not stealing pizza anymore.
like
Like,
it's,
the good old days of that.
for me, I've just kind of looked at that. I think it's banging. Like, and I say that because my mum used to say to me, right, like, as you get older, like your friendship circle's gonna get really small, innit? It hasn't. It got bigger. Like, I'm not gonna lie, mine's just got bigger and bigger, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you was with man the other day, and there was a few people out in a setting that shouldn't have a lot of people, and that was me not even reaching out to everyone that I would have reached out to circumstantially. And I was like, there's a lot of love around, man, and that's just might just be my life, innit? But I look at that and I appreciate it. I think it's banging. Just
Yeah, some people could say that you're lucky in that sense, and some people could be like, yeah, that's nice, but I wouldn't want to have that many.
like that they would. It's sick, bruv. Like, it's bang. It's bang,
Bro, this guy, didn't even have his child in the pram. He had the presents in the pram. He had that much presents. He had the presents on the pram, in the pram, on his shoulder. He had hella presents. It's wave. I love that.
It's, and just having that much people with genuine love around you, and that's what made me think about it. Cause I was like to myself, right, I've known people here for 20 years plus. Do you get me? Some of these people I've known literally since playgroup. So before we went nursery, we was in playgroup together. Then we went nursery. Then we went primary school.
But I don't even remember the niggas I went to playgroup with.
Yeah, I just remember because the pictures. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I've got a lot of those bonds. So I do cherish them, and I think it's banging to have that. So even like, bro, we've known each other for 12 years. You wouldn't even realize that. You see what I'm saying? You forget, oh yeah, I've known Haich. We might have said 6 years on a silly one. You're like, yeah, bro, it's double that,
That's
bro.
why we met each other at the pod. This ain't been for a minute.
Yeah, bro, it's 12 years, bro.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah, you're the reason why we're actually here.
Bro, how mad is that? He was like, oh, Haich. I was like, yeah, come true.
Yeah.
True.
6 years later, I'm on podcasting with you, man. What the fuck's that?
A podcast? What the fuck is that?
Now look.
Now,
Mother's got a podcast, isn't it? We're saying
now
that.
You know what I'm
look.
saying, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, it's great, man. You know, it's been therapy for man as well. All my days.
Massively.
Like, you know, when you're going through shit, in your personal life, and you know that you've got this. I look forward to this.
But in what sense though? Like, come here to vent?
Nah, like not even just coming to vent, like just taking your mind off it.
Okay.
Because we've got our own shit to kind of like get to, innit?
Yeah.
When we're podding, I can't just be here like talking about my personal life,
All sad and shit.
like on a Marvin's Room vibe.
I'll walk out. Yeah, you can have the little monotone music playing in the background by
Yeah,
yourself,
man. Like, nah,
Like, we'll
man.
support you through it, but for the podcast, I was walking out.
Yeah, nah, man. Like, you know, it's fun, innit? I come here, we talk, we bust joke and stuff. So, yeah.
We have some insightful conversations as
Absolutely,
well.
man. You know.
We've got to let them know that we're matured men.
Yeah, man. We're not one-dimensional. What?
But we also have a one-dimensional chat sometimes as well.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
It's had to balance out.
we could do it all.
Of course. Yeah. What did mama say? Yin and yang, innit?
Yeah. He did.
Indeed.
Shout out to Alex Holmes, man.
Yeah, he's my reference point going forward anytime. We go off a little too left, but Yeah, man, it's been good, man. It's been good. Just been, like I said, reflecting the last like day and a bit. But now I'm in a good space in it. So
Yeah, gonna shoot up the club.
Huh?
What?
You said, are you going to shoot up the club?
Said you've been reflecting, like, you know, your godfather as well, like, you know, broody, haha.
You said you lost it. You never know, man. When you're at a certain point in life in your relationship, them things aren't even your fucking choice, bro. that's the real essence. That's the real truth. It's not your choice at a certain point. You've been shooting on the club, but at a certain point, you're like, yeah, I've had enough. We're holding on to this one. That's the real truth of it. So when I find out, I'll let you know.
Yeah, you'll know the nut that did it as well.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Niggas don't speak about that enough.
You've been quite open.
You know the nut that did it.
Yeah,
that made it.
That was a strong one.
Yeah, that was the one. It made it.
Can we have this chat?
Made it to the room, bro.
You can have this chat?
I'll watch it happen.
Okay, cool.
Like,
It's back away. It's not a safe space.
Not much to have really a chat about. It's just a statement.
No, I was just gonna say, did he know? Obviously, you've been open. You said you knew, so but he didn't have this chat in it. So
I hear that.
yeah, this is a good point for an intro. Hashtag Offthecuffpod.
Come on.
Yeah. Back away from the trouble, young folks. Oh, yeah, back. A good honest conversation. Never hurt anyone.
Yes.
If you're listening for the first week, my name's Fols Forever,
Mr Vans.
and we've got Chrissy in the cut.
Hey.
Yes.
Lala's here as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I said hey.
Yes.
Just a bit of that.
Yes.
Ash is
yes,
here
yes,
as well, just in
yes,
the car.
Come on.
What's this? Is this orange?
Off the cuff worldwide, baby.
Don't save him. I was about to get onto it. So what's going on? We've got orange on the kicks, orange on the hat.
Nah, this is a red hat. Like, who owns an orange hat?
You, bruv. That's orange, bro.
It's a red hat. It's red, man. But
Someone's wrong
that
still.
barnet was a bit mad still. So.
I'm a bit colourblind still.
Wait, what?
Are you alright, bro?
What's with these new facts?
Bro, man's been reading bare stuff, bro.
I mean, let's move on, innit? Yeah, so orange hat and
No,
that,
wait, hold
like,
on,
red.
because you drive, bro. Like amber and red, you need to know.
Yeah, I know it.
Like, do you get it?
Yeah, I know that. Come on, man. Like, it's, you know?
Just the
So
order.
he just sees when the cars on the other side start moving, he starts moving. That's his guy at jail card, bro.
You can get by, man. You
Yeah.
can get by still.
That's just cutting through life. Fuck it. It's what it is.
Come, man.
Well, should we start? We was playing Drake at the start. He recently Billboard Awards
Yeah,
for
man.
Artist of the Decade.
Me and all my niggas doing well. Yeah, he thoroughly deserved for me personally. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think many people can argue what he's done in the past decade. Like, when the first time I heard Drake, I didn't think he was gonna go on such a run. I didn't even know he was gonna have a career for the first time I heard Drake. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but then when I heard So Far Gone for the first time, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be like a turn in rap where he's gonna do something. Do you know what I mean? So and ever since then, you know, there's been that debate in it about like how many, with all the albums that he's dropped, he hasn't given us a bona fide classic. Do you know what I'm saying? But people have their personal classics. A lot of people draw to Take Care as Drake's classic. But because Drake does both, he sings and he raps, it was always hard to define like a purely hip hop or rap album from him.
Yeah, true. I mean, that's the struggle. Part of the reason why he has struggled to get a classic is you can speak to some people and they'll say like Take Care. What's the one with the blue sky?
Nothing was the same.
So some people say that, and I'm not mad at those two. If you're gonna say he has any classics, I'd entertain a conversation about.
I was on
those
the
two,
Take Care vibe for a long time.
You're not saying with me for a
and
long
then I
time.
was like, you know what? Nothing was the same for me is his best.
You start going back in here, 305 to my city. I get
Yeah.
it, I get it.
Yeah.
That's that driving music.
It's funny because the song that I played at the start is on probably my least favorite Drake album,
Which is what?
Views.
I don't really remember it. I know.
It had
I
big
listened to it, but I
songs
didn't
like
really
One
remember it.
Dance, Controller. Do you know what I'm saying? Like those songs dominated that summer.
Like, I remember the cover more than I remember the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a song
Yeah,
when
sitting
all
on
the
top
girls
of the
were
CN Tower.
dressed as Rihanna at Carnival.
Yeah.
It was good summer.
Yeah.
Decent summer, to be fair.
Like I didn't really. It's got like one of my favorite Drake songs is on the album, but it's just not a good album to me. So, but yeah, that was just another. You know, one of them ones. Like if I'm using a football analogy, Views to me was like you're one of them teams that goes on to be champion. Like you're not playing well, but you've scraped a 1-0.
Oh, that season when United are scoring bare late goals in that third.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I view Views.
No, I'm not mad at that. I didn't love Views, but like I said, you had 2 massive songs, so it propels the album. And Drake was in that space and still in that space where like anything he drops is people are going to pay attention to, innit?
Yeah. So yeah, man, like he's been dominating. It doesn't look like he's gonna stop. No. Which is the maddest thing, like because his album is still the most anticipated album to come out this year.
I think if and when he does, I would like to see him do it on his own terms, not like let the game make him salty where he starts dipping and then I like it to be like you feel like you reach your highest peak and you're just done.
Well, what was
take a longer break?
Yeah. Well, what was the reason why? Because he said January was going to be the release date of Certified Lover Boy.
We had that chat. We had that chat. We were saying he was getting his body done. That's why. Niggas forget what we spoke about. I know we're having this real like, oh my god, love and light, 11-11, 6 years of the podcast, reflecting.
Man said 11-11, you know.
Us, bro. That's what we said a few, bro. Remember the episodes here with Chrissy Lala was talking about the allegations about why the album's been delayed.
BBO.
And there's that, and the other allegation, Donnie might be waiting for reference tracks. That was the other chat as well, isn't it? So I'm not mad at him taking his time, and also the streets ain't been open, so. Him releasing the album at the start of the year when he can't really go out and about. Yeah,
but he dropped the warm up with Lil Durk.
But they're you can have, bro. He's got so many songs you can have that. Do you know
that was a big song?
Do you know over the last 2 years? Do you know how many Drake songs have come out? Like all the little leaks that they just throw at themselves. There's been so much. Drake
but I'm talking like actual stuff that he's dropping and shooting actually big videos.
He's got to keep us happy to some extent. But I'm talking like projects, 15, 16 songs on an album, promo, tour time. He's going to release it when we can actually build. Because someone like him is doing big arenas and those aren't open like everywhere for now, innit? Yeah. It's only certain spots, innit? You know, and are you going to... How many nights did they do the O2? So they turned the O2 to the O3. Donnie's doing big venues, innit? So people like him, unfortunately, going to have to wait.
That was dope. And even when that night, he had the O2 sign was...
They changed the O2 sign to O3.
To O3. That was a mazza.
It's power.
Yeah,
Little things like I appreciate stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's sick.
That's when you know a brand really fucks with you, and that.
The biggest thing, bro.
Yeah, like one of your guys, marketing guys, this is genius.
That's an easy win as well. Comment just
no, but people don't know that you can actually do stuff like that. True. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, true. How can like you're basically renting the venue, so to have like something so prestigious as the O2 to change to the O3 for however long you're there for, that's a dope idea.
No, it's dope, but also, bruv, Drake. So, you know, certain people is like they're gonna bend the rules for them. It's not a problem. We can fuck around with our logo. You made us mad money these 3 nights, innit? We can, you know, it's fine.
I just like things that haven't been done before.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm sure people have ideas, but like even something that is so simple to us might not be one of the ideas that you present when you're creating the tour, because it's just a lyric from his song.
No, it's true, man. It done its thing. It created a conversation. So you were saying thoroughly deserved. I'm of the same opinion. Everyone in the room, same opinion. Artist of the decade. He's ruled the 2010s. Is
that what you call it?
I don't know. I was trying to land it, innit? But I was kind of like asking you lot what you the 2010s. Help me, Nick.
Yeah, what do they call it?
2010s.
No one, bruv. There's bare people in the room. No one knows.
Bare laughter's critique. No fucking help, bruv.
Enjoy it.
I'm not taking that out.
No. All right, cool.
No, I think he deserved it.
Yeah.
No, I think he deserved it, man. Like,
who else are they gonna give it to above him? It's him, bruv.
You have to think who was popping in 2011.
And it's still popping now. It's been popping every year.
Just think of anyone who was popping in 2011. Anyone. Anybody. Anyone.
It's too
I can't. Yeah, I've got
was that the early days for like your Kendrick and your Coles?
Oh yeah,
When they
mixtape.
mixtape, but they were on the cusp. They were
they were around, but they didn't have the same kind of mainstream grip.
Kendrick was not proper in them times. Definitely.
that was Section 80 times. Am I wrong?
He wasn't.
Wait, I went to the Section 80 show.
Kendrick was
What
not
year
in that
was
conversation.
that? That went 11 though.
No.
Ross, Teflon Don,
Yeah.
Ross,
Okay, Rich
Rich
was
Forever.
gone in.
Them times.
Okay.
So he was popping then.
Yeah. Rick Ross. Yeah.
And I'm talking singing as anything.
Yeah.
And Drake. I'm sure he dropped Take Care in 2011.
And I think it's not even just who was popping in. It's like who's popping in and it's been
Yeah.
like
But
it's just all it's been is an ascendancy. Like
and that's why I'm saying it because I'm thinking if you think of who was like doing their thing then,
yeah.
it will give you a perspective of if they've stopped, how long he's carried on for. Do you see what I'm saying? So if we're saying Ross had his run and it stopped, he's went on to other things where it felt like it's kind of stopped. Do you see
The
what I'm
thing is,
saying?
he's not stopping releasing music. Where it's like that peak when like all the eyes and ears.
Where-
Are
You know,
yeah,
like when
where
he was
people are
going
excited.
Apollo and that, and
Yeah.
he was the guy. You know what I'm saying? Now he's a guy that exists.
Wait, Ash, we went to the BMF tour, innit? That was in 2011, innit?
About 10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he was peaking.
Yeah, Hammersmith Apollo. That was insane, bro.
Peaking, bruv.
That was crazy.
That was unhealthy Rick
Yeah,
Ross.
Tiger supporting.
Velvet
Yeah.
tracksuits.
Bruv,
and
do you
Yeah.
get me?
Unhealthy
Is he
Rick Ross.
moonwalking then?
No, that was a little bit later with Young Scooter when he was
There you go,
Kim
like,
with
what,
the
White
Reeboks.
skirt and white
If we-
squares.
If you think about that, then, bruv, Drake's only gone up since then.
Up.
Only.
Up.
No, yes. So what it did for me online. So shouts at Mimi, the music blogger. I saw she was one of the people that I think started the conversation. People then started asking in the UK, who would we give our artist of the decade? Any?
Are we talking a genre
in
or
our
music?
space? Innit? We talking about the blacks, bro.
Alright, cool. I like to be clear.
Come on, I have to put this. We talking about the niggas.
Huss comes to mind straight away.
10 years, Jay Huss.
Yeah, it hasn't been, but like,
Decade.
I don't think there's a UK artist that has really. Oh, then you got
Skeppy, innit?
Skeptors and
But they still count.
yeah.
Skepta still counts.
They still count.
Skepta absolutely counts.
It'd be Skepta for me. You could argue with Gigs. Yeah, Skepta, Gigs. You could argue on Reflection and Nines, but the love and the more commercial acclaim has come over the last few years, isn't it? But when you actually look at the back catalogue of
No,
music, and work,
Nines is a contender.
yeah, he's a very strong contender. But I'm saying is those early
Really?
projects though,
Like
is,
on a
Contender.
I don't think he's a contender for like if you're artist of the decade.
You know,
out.
Hear me,
in
how I
RC.
said how I said contender.
In our
is like-
space, I definitely think so.
And why I say contender is when you actually look at the backlog of the music, his has stood up in those 10 years.
Like Nine's been relatively consistent and held a standard of music, and he's only elevated. Only.
He's probably been one of the most consistent when you really check it.
I hear that, but I think that's like that's just catered to the man them. I think
No, but I'm not.
Fair. No,
I
we
don't know.
can have both conversations.
Because, like,
what you're
because-
saying is right to a certain degree. It's like,
because in my criteria for artist of the decade, whether it's in our space or not, you need to be a lot more broader than that.
But in what regard? What do you mean, like?
Like, because
Vance is saying that he needs to
because
learn
if we're
Shaki better because the Shaki wasn't hitting the video.
because we're probably like just talking about good rap music like that is just very male focused. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that there are women out there that were listening to Nines from back in the day, but it just seemed as though it was from his ends.
Yeah, it was an end stick, definitely was.
But
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's only like really started to come into the forefront in the last few years. Like, him and Skepta shouldn't be in the same conversation for me for the artists of the decade.
no, do you know why? See, when you first said it, I didn't think so. But then I thought, in how we was talking about Drake, in where he was to where he is now,
Yeah.
Nine's one of the few people that we can genuinely say that from when he started 10 years ago, where he was to where he is now, it's only been an upward trajectory.
Yeah.
Like,
But Drake was dominating on both sides. So he had
Also,
the women
also,
and he
like,
had the men
in
as
terms of
well. So
comparison,
you brought it
that
together.
was-
He was in the clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? He was in the clubs from So Far Gone.
but that's remember, we're not talking about just music, we're talking about the space we're in. So all
Talk
our
about
music,
impact.
all our music wasn't in the space anyway. You see what I'm saying? So I can get you saying Skepta is probably a heavier contender, but I don't think saying Nines isn't one. I think Nines is definitely one because out of all the rappers that were rapping then, what happened with his album? What did he get?
The last one is number one.
Yeah.
Do you get me? He ended the decade with a number one album. From fucking handing out fucking turkeys to fucking people at fucking Asda, wherever it was.
That is a great achievement.
Like that's a
great achievement. But like
in our space, that's massive, bro.
I'd rather have them in a conversation of like artists of the past 5 rather than 10. Me personally,
But I think there's one thing you're missing when I said earlier is the backlog of music. When you actually go back, he's one of the few that, because you know as well that time period. So that time period of like when our heyday we loved. When you really check it, some man only had a few freestyles, songs on West. When you actually listen to man's tape, they all weren't really hitting that musically. He's one of the few that musically stand out. I hear what you said about Drake, but like clubs dominating. It's a very extreme example because one, they're like how many decades ahead of us.
Yeah,
he's dominating pop.
So
and Haich said our space, so specific our space. There's always going to be there's a little bit of ceiling where like certain man weren't even getting played on radio. That's a new thing. So he goes hustle as of late because that's when the ones that jump out to you. But when we say in 10 years, you realize that 5-6 years ago, some man weren't even getting played. So like a Nines we could appreciate because we knew, but they were. The first real look for them people was like going on like a Westwood or a Charlie Sloth or whatever. So
yeah.
like when you start looking at the measuring points for us, it's a little bit different, innit?
Yeah, no,
I get what you're saying though. I don't think like you can. I think you can compare him to Skepta in regards to like music, but like impact to Skepta a bit different because like there was that space where like everyone's doing designer. We go back to tracksuits. We do the cheap video. You take it stateside. You got Pharrell. You link with Drake, you link with Kanye West. Like in terms of monumental stuff and flying a flag for Britain, he's kind of done it, innit? And then all the most recent stuff where like you got the football boot, you got all the trainers, you've got the tracksuits.
It's all part of his artistry,
I'm saying, like,
and he produces as well. Like he's gone to the States and he's given A$AP Rocky a number one song. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro. Like so. Yeah, he produced it and he features on it. Like he's on the hook. He makes it. So like all of these things like contribute to me to give someone of that stature that, because like obviously if we're trying to compare, you know, the equivalent of what the US have done, or
we can't. That's not what we're doing. So we can't do that. We're just saying
in terms of who our artists of the decade is.
Yeah,
there's got to be like a vast criteria for me.
No, I hear that, but
even with the little that we've had,
I'm saying that Nines shouldn't be excluded. I'm saying Skepta is definitely like the person that you'd look to.
Yeah,
but I'm saying Nines would definitely be in that conversation in terms of, because otherwise, who else is going to be in it? That's what you have to really.
Do we not? Do we look at gigs?
He could be looked at, yeah,
because the impact of coming through, talking the hardest, doing what he did with the first album.
Yeah, but he
fighting and the impact as well. So sometimes people's your stories. So fighting against the police not letting you do shows, having to go through all of that, going to jail, coming out. And then finding your groove again. People forget, even though like KMT was big, pre-Drake, he hit a sweet spot again with Whipping Excursion and Landlord and Lockdown.
Even like something like the Landlord concert, that was his first big show in London.
Crazy, innit?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That you gotta add that to the rap sheet or to the criteria.
No, and that's
like,
all
because that is a moment that people will always look back to and think like, rah, this time period was crazy. Like the project alongside the tour or this particular show. Moment. Just like Kano at the Royal Albert Hall. That is a moment that people will look back and, you know, you kind of add that to your discussion or to your argument for certain artists. Skepta didn't he do Ali Pali?
Yeah.
You know, he's done O2 with BBK. Like what BBK have done, it's a culture. JME exists, like, you know, off the back of obviously his own stuff, but BBK as an entity, like, you know, I put Skepta in there because man was doing funky, like, you know, Too Many Man is like
we doing it.
You know, he's transcended in every type of thing that sound there is, and he makes the music.
Yeah, none of we're all with you. Like,
remember,
that was one we went to straight away.
I'm just trying to see why Nines should be in it, because you can say Skepta, you say gigs, that's easy wins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who else you gonna put in that?
I saw people saying people like Blade, but I think where he suffers is that he's not had all the extra attention, all the accolades. It's just been purely off consistency with the music. But then also where I put asterisks against him is that like there are big gaps between projects, because there's always that thing with not a lot of guys, with some guys where they already have all the stuff the rappers claim to have pre-music. So man ain't gagging to put out music every year. My life's fine outside of rap. you know. So he's only. I saw a few people putting him in there. I would only entertain the conversation purely off the Bags and Boxes series, and that's it. Like I wouldn't, like I said, Impact, the Moments, all the other stuff that people have, like your Skeptas and your Gigs have. And not to discredit Play, but if you're comparing them, yeah. Outside of our space, would you throw someone like an Ed Sheeran in there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Because we're just doing mainstream numbers.
No,
impact.
but before we get there, is there anyone else that you would put in that category? Because I'm still kind
Okay,
of
cool.
fighting
Let's
for.
put in special mentions for people that you just fuck with. Let's have that chat.
In arting.
Yeah.
I'm just struggling with the time frame, like 10 years, because like people like Stormzy, like obviously he's done.
It's recent, though, isn't it? It's recent. Yeah.
How recent is that though?
But he's like 6-7 years now. So
Is Stormzy 6-7 years?
That's about 6 years. About 6 years, bro. 100%.
Give me number 4. he's done very well for the 6 he's got.
Yeah,
No, 'cause-
it's like Huss as well. Like he's done about 6.
About 6.
Yeah. But being on, you know,
Like Dead Man Pagan and like
and he came in smoking. He was doing songs with Docky Docs and Lean and Bop. All
Lean
that
and
stuff,
Bop. When was Lean and Bop? Like
A little while ago, still.
2014 or something?
2014, 2015. We'll have to double
Friendly
check.
was like 2015, I think.
No,
Or was it later?
you're right, still, because I was at one. It would be like culturally relevant people like who may have not had all the big acclaim, but like Gets for me is put out good music consistently, but then he will lose points in that when talking about all the other stuff for certain man. And I feel like now as of recent times everyone's on the Gets wave, like we love him, but I know we've rated him for ages. So yeah, I know that also shows why when I said earlier we can't really compare to the US, because like if we're saying Skepta and Gigs, that's almost our ceiling in regards to, and then outside of us a little bit we go to Ed Sheeran, but that appeals to a different demographic, even though of course the music's banging, but it kind of shows where we're at still in it. If those are go-to straight away. I'm trying to think.
The scene's only just going to get bigger, and you
Of
know
course.
there's going to be a lot more accolades
Yeah.
to give to people. So
I think of the decade over here, Gigs and Skepta are definitely contenders. I'd say Nines would definitely be someone.
Conversation
Yeah,
starter
do you know
at
what I
least,
mean?
yeah.
And Storms as well. I get it.
Yeah.
What's that? 6 years in this,
Yeah.
and what he's done in
And
Two
see what
albums.
he's done in that style.
he's
yeah.
done more in 6 years than
Is
some
it-
people
is it
have in 10.
2 albums?
yeah,
2 albums on one mixtape, Dreamer's Disease, isn't it?
Is it one?
Yeah, it's where he's got one tape that one tape before it was Dreamer's Disease.
And countless moments, bruv.
Yeah.
Countless
moments,
moments.
award shows, like
countless,
like
bruv.
the wireless performance.
yeah, man, like
Do you
a
get
lot of things.
Like,
Yeah, bro.
bruv, countless moments,
Yeah.
bruv. Like, so obviously we're gonna be strict and be like, right, if you weren't there in 2010, like, then do you get me?
Yeah,
wasn't
because
outside.
there's Donnies
Yeah.
that have made an impact in fewer years, isn't it? So
So I feel like when you've done like 5 years plus, you kind of at least be considered, because like it was there, innit? 6 years,
yeah,
6-7 years, you're kind of the best part of the decade, innit?
I think Kano's even dropped 2 projects in the last 10 years.
yeah,
I
yes.
think for him, we had a weird period.
No, but
for
he
a
had a
while,
weird period.
So that's
like,
why
wasn't
I don't put him in because he's
But
the last
was
2
was
recent
that?
ones.
But was that before the 10-year criteria?
Okay,
I feel
cool.
like that was before
No.
the
But
10-year
even at those
criteria.
spans,
No, it wasn't.
like,
It
there was
wasn't.
silence. There was silence for a bit.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
I
he
know
made
you had to
something-
give you the 10-year thing.
He made method to the madness, and
Yeah,
I couldn't find the method.
bro, like, do you know what? I'm with you, man, innit? But like in the
What
past
was
4
the
years,
needy
he's dropped
song he made?
two good albums in the
Oh,
past
yeah.
4 years.
He's definitely maturing better than certain man.
Do you know what I'm saying? Top Boy and all them things, he's killing it, man.
We're saying extra accolades as well for that. So
Absolutely.
yeah, no Clark when they mashed up Bulletproof, but they cancelled that now as well, man. Actually, he must be fuming.
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy, but yeah, man, 10 years is like for anybody to kind of, dominate. Like, it must be crazy, like being an artist, knowing that every time you drop, the whole world is excited. Not even just one country, the whole world is like waiting for this moment.
But how do you feel that persons are gonna cope when that starts to fade?
How many artists can you say have done a 10-year run like that at the top?
But that's my
Who you
question.
talking about, Drizzy now?
I'm saying
in general.
I'm saying
like-
in regards to my question though, that's amazing. But what scares me for any person, not just Drake specific, is that that's not gonna last forever.
It's not.
How do you think that person is gonna?
I don't know,
Deal
bruv.
with-
I don't even know it might, bruv.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't it?
People can go off you. Like you're not always gonna hit.
But you might always hit.
Who's always hit?
Bro, he's
Drake.
been hitting
He's gonna
for
say
the past
Drake.
10 years, bro. Like, do you get me? That's a long time.
Yeah.
So when you really think about it, he shouldn't. What he's done already shouldn't have even happened in the first place.
Or you kind of do. You can't. What you do if you position.
I think
power,
he'll fade out like how Jay did.
No, you do position your power because Jay didn't technically fade. What Jay did.
Yeah, he hasn't faded out.
What he did was
like,
he started setting new rules for himself.
Yeah.
So to avoid being caught in a numbers game, I'll just pre-sell my album to Samsung. So I've already got the millions of albums sold already, and I can go on the official charts and do 100, 200, 300,000 first week. But I've already sold millions via Samsung. So position of power, you just start setting the rules to.
But he was going to go number
perception
one.
means that
anyway.
you're always number one.
He was going to go number one anyway.
But with not like Millie first week and like he's never done like stupid numbers.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily like if you go number one, you go number one, innit?
Of
like,
course.
And that era, like, you know, the latter stages of his career, it stopped being about doing a milli and things like that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, only the younger lot, which at the time was Wayne, he was doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but Wayne wasn't going to do that forever.
Of
but
course.
they can still get number one, innit?
But that's what I
So
was
I think
speaking
that's
to,
what the goalpost is. Like, Jay's got the most number ones as a solo artist in the States.
What's albums?
Huh?
Albums or
Most number one albums. You know, the only artists that have more number ones is the Beatles.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's
You
still
got
a fact.
remember Jay's got collabs in it, so R. Kelly album, Watch the Throne, you know, and all these solos as well. So released a lot of work.
I'm not gonna lie, Drake's had the best run I've seen a rapper have. But I think it's better than Jay's run.
You want to have that conversation?
I think it is.
It probably is.
Because you got the singles to back up all the stuff as well.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
he's just done more in a shorter space of time. Obviously, pioneers, set the way, rarity, and all that sort of stuff. But
He just doesn't
ultimately-
have like the acclaim that Jay has with his classic albums.
Yeah.
That's the only
And
thing.
he coming for a different time, and also he's coming up in like New York. All those things also play a part in it. Didn't necessarily come up under someone. Like people forget, like Drake was co-signed by Lil Wayne, like that. Perception
ran
wise,
with it.
they're like he's clear, but he came.
He's just more universal.
Yeah.
100% more universal.
And that's why I rate him, because when he
Yeah.
came in the game, he wasn't.
Yeah, because like the
He came
Donny
in the game and I was like, "Who's this player?"
Donny can have a
Right.
song where he's singing the whole time, and you know it will be successful.
But he made people that don't sing start singing. He's not even a singer.
Yeah,
He's not
not.
even a singer, and he has number one where he's singing.
Donnie was singing in the rain. Why? If he could pull it off, pull it off, bro. I don't
yeah.
mind it
If I'm
anyway.
like he's yeah, man. I think he's like one of the unicorns, bro. Like doesn't come around often, bro. Like a run like that as any artist, yeah, at
Anyone,
the top,
period, bro.
it's bro. Like you don't see it much.
Only usually like the child artists. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like fucking.
But even that doesn't, because they have the little period where they start thinking they're gangster, they take drugs.
Just
they
say
fuck
Chris
around
Brown if
for
you're
a
gonna
bit.
say it, bro.
No, Justin Bieber.
Oh.
I'm sitting here demeaning my fellow black man. What do you think this is, bro? So with you saying that you call him a unicorn, do you kind of lend to H's angle that maybe Donny may not fall off, that he may just be on forever, however long he wants to be on?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how he positions himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is why, like, I understand where people have the arguments that, you know, he's drawing from various different people, like, for inspiration, or, like, you know, he's grabbing references from, like, you know, people that, you know, he thinks that is going to aid to his dominance. But
Why would he not do that?
But, yeah, but this is why he stays
There's
ahead.
nothing wrong with that. You're the biggest artist in the world. The business of Drake determines that you need to be on the biggest songs and the most popular genre.
But but those with like longevity are people who think like that.
of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to stand next to like certain people. Like, you know, Drake will jump on like the hottest songs. Like, remember that year where he was jumping on bare different songs that were hot that year.
Yeah.
It's like I have to have a Drake stamp on it.
And he kills them though, because that JB Block word? That
Look Alive.
Cold, bro.
And then he was on the Fetty Wap thing.
Yeah.
That was big them times.
I remember when he even did a Latin song. Was it Bad Bunny? He did these. He tapped into new markets.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's done you know, Rihanna work.
Yeah, little Afro
Linked up with Poppy, like, you know, he's just covering all angles. He's linked up with Skepta.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
linked up with
won,
Skepta,
bruv.
gigs,
He won.
like he,
Yeah.
you know,
So
and he
mate-
showcased it on a project. More Life is just basically like everything that he's listening to.
So maybe Donny may not, you know. And like I said, if he's smart, what I said earlier, position of power, just go and do the deals where like I can always stay at the top.
Yeah,
Or go and sign to a streaming site. Like you can do a deal with Apple, do a deal with Spotify, where they put them in every playlist. They put them in the face of gospel, the face of country and western. Like you're gonna listen to this album by force, isn't it? So it ensures that Donny does the numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's the space because when I'm reading off his accolades, like he's had more number ones than this person, that person, the Beatles, discoveries for all of his songs, innit? So yeah,
singles, the most streamed artists, like
yeah.
You know the most streamed artist thing. Like I find.
I hate that stat because it's a new
It's
thing.
new,
innit?
bro. All
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's not that long, bro.
yeah,
Like most streamed artists so far.
for people like
is what
us,
you
yeah,
say.
we don't really like value that in it
But
because
the younger generation.
yeah, the
within
younger
it.
generation, this is where they're at.
Yeah, but like,
How can you just jump in straight into streaming? They don't know about CDs.
see man's face as well.
Bro, they don't know about
You
CDs.
shout out them wash uncles at the barbecue. Oh, yeah, small boy, come here.
Yeah. It's you know, he's dominated that era. Like
Yeah.
something like God's Plan, bro. Like, do you know how big that song was? And the video to go with it, it was just good vibes. He's helping people. He's giving people money.
Good PR as well, innit?
Have you seen a rapper just give people money in a video? Not throw it at them. Give
He's
them
going
money.
to schools, like cutting big fuck off cardboard checks.
Yeah, but that cardboard
Cutting
check
red tape.
is
It's
mad
good.
though because
Walking
you're putting a target on my back. I'm here with the 100 million. Have you seen the photo of the lady in Jamaica that won like the Powerball in Jamaica?
Yeah.
And she wore the mask because she was like, I'm not
Yep.
letting no one see me
Yep.
with this big fuck off check, bro. Don't give me $100 million check. I'm standing there posing with everybody. Now you got cousins ringing you from Bermuda. I didn't know I had cousins in Bermuda. People
Yeah,
far
but
and
like
wide.
but the difference is that Drake didn't just automatically become rich.
Of course,
you know
of
what I'm
course,
saying?
of course.
Like, if I was to win the lottery, that shit ain't going on the Sun newspaper. Are you crazy?
No.
Hey, if you won the lottery, would you tell the man them?
He wouldn't have to, bro.
No, let him answer, bro.
He wouldn't have to. I answered
No,
for him.
no,
He
because
wouldn't
his
have to.
face ain't saying what your mouth's saying,
No,
bro.
he wouldn't have to.
I may not tell people the first week.
Bro, we'll be able to
I need
tell.
to make sure that the money lands first, so I can pull up in something extraordinary. You'll be
Exactly
like,
what I
"Alright,
said.
cool."
You won't need to tell us, bro.
You'll be like, "Alright."
Man,
When I start asking you, man, for your passport numbers, yeah, then you'll be like, all right, cool, you hit a lick.
Yeah.
Would you tell the man them?
No, not for the
What
first
would you say though? Imagine if you get a text from me tomorrow, yeah, and I say to you, "What's your passport number?" What are you gonna think?
You're doing fraud or something crazy, bro. The fuck, bro? I got PTSD, bro.
Nothing
you know my
else.
upbringing.
Nothing else, bro. Like I've got a passport in it. Like man's a citizen.
Yeah,
innit?
but you could
Like,
be doing for someone else, bro. Desperate times. This is Corona times, bro.
why wouldn't you think positive things? If
Hey,
me,
man.
if
Hey, man.
I, wow.
Nah. Now that you said this, going forward,
be a bit
I would
different.
definitely send it straight away. In fact, I even said this, just keep it safe.
Didn't Krypton Conan had that story where like they got given a G5, yeah,
Yeah.
and then they text their brethren's passport numbers, and like people were just stalling,
And the five
ended
man
up
I
not
did
going on
straight
a private jet.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, but tell me what's going on, bro.
No, because like it was the one of the One Direction used. Their plane was going. And it's like when them jets, like they're going anyway, empty or not. So they were like, you
He
could take
didn't.
the jet and go.
Yeah,
in
he
it.
didn't need to go anymore. So he was like, all right,
He
cool.
was
you
staying
man
in
can-
London, innit?
Yeah, you man can use that.
So he texts the man then. But you got to have friends of a certain lifestyle that can just drop stuff like that. Because some of us that got work in the morning, you know, like
What? You ain't calling in sick?
That could be my last warning. That it could be peak, fam. Because you want me to come and stand in your fucking video in Miami and that, but I could get sacked.
Remember that time when there was a time where I think it was Ghana. He had a show somewhere, yeah, and all the flights were booked out. So like there was one flight that he was trying to get on, yeah, and he offered passengers 7 bags, yeah, to take their seat so he can go to the show. And people were saying nah, and I'm like, bruv, I would have been calling in sick in auto-tune, bruv. Fam, 7 racks.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I said double it.
How much you really want to get to the show?
Yeah, I'm like, right.
Yeah, you're moving mad.
No,
Bro, like I'm
That's
not
a starting
earning,
price,
bro.
bro.
7 racks.
No. I'm with H.
Hang on.
Don't come in at 7.
Yeah.
Bro.
You're making more.
7
extra,
racks, yeah, isn't on my lap to be negotiated like that on a whim. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I exchange my flight, yeah, a couple hundred to get the next flight. It's calm. I ain't got nothing important to do.
Nah, I need it to be a nice round number.
Just work.
Yeah, I'd say 10.
10 more. I'll be more confident.
Do you know why? Yeah, because whilst you're negotiating, someone else will be like,
Yeah.
"What?
5. Someone like me would go, hey, bro, I take 4.5.
Fam, you're there negotiating. The Donny sitting next to you be like, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Give me 5, and this seat is
Nah, me
yours.
and that bro is fighting because he's lowering his own.
Yeah,
price
you can
there.
fight. You can fight.
Inconvenience me.
Fight.
I'm winning, and I'm gonna stand
Yeah,
there
I'll
and say 10
go.
again.
I'll
But
go
the problem
with-
is you end up
I'll go
rapping
with
him,
5.
and then you get banned from all flights for like 2 years and that. But I'm with Haich though, like,
couple bruises and 5 racks. Calm.
the sun will clear it up innit? When you're on the beach and that. What's a black eye on the beach? 7 racks, you know. But it is, you don't know what the person might be going. They can't afford to wait, innit?
I'm calling in sick
go.
expeditiously in auto-tune.
Yeah.
I'm definitely making you double it though. It's a habit.
Because you really just want a bar, like you want to see what you can really get out of
Like,
this.
if you say to me 7, that's you have that, but you're really, he's like, cool, I'll tell you 7. You might have
Bro,
it
that
but
can
you have
only
more.
run
You
if
put them aside.
he's pulled you to the side and
Yeah.
that, bro. You know, 7 racks for you, homie. Like, blah.
But I say double it. Honestly, that's all I'm gonna say, bruv.
Double it and you got a deal.
Yeah, and he can either miss the flight or double it.
Haich is bad. Haich is like, give me 10 and I'll give you a verse. This is the best verse of your life on that. You get that English flavour in that. Oh my days. 7 racks, you know.
Opportunity knocks, bro.
Yeah, lottery conversation is always funny because remember we had that episode, it might have been last year, even the year before, about what would you do if you win the lottery outside of like telling your friends and everyone's like, I'd invest. I was saying, bro, I'm investing in my happiness. I'm having that
What are you saying? You shooting all the drugs?
everything, bro. That first weekend, debauchery, bro. It's gonna be hangover movie. I'm not making sense.
Roofies and that.
If you get something stupid like 100 million pounds, yeah, like that's just yours. Don't tell me I can buy the house next weekend. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not going.
Do you know
anywhere,
what?
bro. Like,
If 100 million just falls into man's account, yeah, I'm finding Quaaludes.
you're gonna quail yourself.
Bro, we're gonna get lit like Leo in Wolf of Wall
Are
Street.
you alright? Man, like, man's Cosmo, man doing quaaludes on himself. You know what quaalude is, bro?
You know on it now?
Vans Cosby, you know. Be careful here. Quaalude, bro. I was talking about, you know, some weed. Maybe a light bit of coke. Not too crazy.
Man said light coke.
A bit of Molly. Nothing crazy.
What, no Heroin?
Bro, I might die, bro.
Hey, no, side note, yeah.
You said all the drugs.
I saw one thing,
was
yeah.
Be
It was
ridiculous.
like he's a professor or something, innit? But he takes heroin.
We spoke about the black guy with the locks, innit?
Yeah,
He takes
yeah.
heroin as a recreation on the weekends, innit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna no, because we referenced him once before. I need to find this guy's name. He was on the Breakfast Club as well. I keep saying his name. I keep bringing it up and not even.
That's mad.
He's the most professional addict.
Let me type into
I've ever
Google
seen,
black
bro.
professor.
Yeah, he's
takes
a
heroin.
he's a functional addict for heroin, bruv. Like I remember, I always say this. I watched this documentary on the heroin epidemic in Chicago. The Donny was like, the first time I took heroin, yeah, it's like busting a nut 10 times at once. And I was like, I understand.
Even though we're
Busting
laughing,
10 times at once.
but you can't understand why people are addicts because they're chasing that thing constantly. That must be fucked up,
That's
bro.
it. Once you have it that one time, you'll never get that same hit. But that's what they're chasing all the time. So that's how they become such.
Bro,
an
it's a
addict.
losing game, and you do anything to get money for that drug, and the only person that's laughing is the dealer in that, because you're always gonna come back.
See what happened to Franklin's babes in Snowfall when she
fell
took that
off, bro.
rock.
Yeah,
Fam, like she fell off so fast.
yeah, it's peak.
You might know I don't watch this, so don't look at me, man.
I'll spoil it. There's always doing spoilers for Haich in that.
Sorry, man.
Do you know what Snowfall? Anyone watch Snowfall over there? No.
Yeah, you know what I mean, innit? Yeah, man. See, come on, bro.
The professor's called Carl Hart. He's a Columbia professor and heroin user. That's what the title says right here. Before you think I'm just like adding salt on his thing. That's what he says. Meet Carl Hart, parent. So parent first. Parent, Columbia professor,
Is he in a
and
wheelchair?
heroin user. No, he's sitting down. Poised, man. When I say wheelchair, don't
Does
do
he
that to
look
him.
like a user?
No.
Sorry?
Does he look like a drug?
The thing actually doesn't. No. So
Let
that
me have a look, let me have a
also
look at
that
this one.
also shows you.
Everything in moderation.
Everything, no, not everything in moderation, but we one second, one at a time. But maybe we need to start looking at like how we view addicts a little bit differently, innit? Because I said on here that I've been at workplace before. Like one of my senior members of staff was a recovering addict, someone that would fall off on the weekends and was in and out of rehab, and he's someone that was making big decisions in the business. And not everyone knew this person was up. Like the man them know him. As a
Bro,
proper addict.
this guy
This guy's a professor,
healthy, bro.
What are you saying? You want some of that?
Like healthy head of hair, like he's got healthy dreads.
Carl Hart.
Lil Wayne looks worse than this.
Yeah, Lil Wayne looks like he's taking the shit stuff.
But I'm guessing he's saying him taking heroin is not a problem.
You know, let me see if I can read a little bit.
Lil Wayne's dreads looks like he's taking heroin.
So heroin is, by popular consensus, the worst of drugs. The one that leaves users hopelessly strung out and slavishly addicted. For someone that's got a lisp, do not put slavishly.
I saw the struggle still.
And the lovers. Okay, cool. A question asks, how can you be a regular user and hold down a prestigious Ivy League professorship? And why would you admit to it? Because he just come out unprovoked. So he says, I do not have a drug use problem, never have. Each day I meet my parental, personal and professional responsibilities. I pay my taxes, serve as a volunteer in my community on a regular basis, and contribute to the global community. As an informed and engaged citizen, I am better for my drug use. So I think Donnie's saying that it aids him in that.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Because some people, even though like heroin, from what they said, you say the word slavishly, is one of the worst ones in it. But like in the office space for a lot of us pre-lockdown, people work their hours. Friday comes now, they want to go revs, and they want something to take the edge off, and they may even ask you like, you know anybody that's got packets,
bro? Look how fucking Maradona was performing on that coke.
To be fair, I would take I would take Maradona's package to help Nigeria win the World Cup.
Absolutely, bro.
Fam,
Messi can't do it because he ain't been banging coke.
I see where you're going with this.
Do you know what I'm saying?
More drugs.
That's why Maradona had all that coke at the Nigerian game. Remember that game?
Yeah. Now he was off his nut before he parked.
He was trying to get the aunties to.
He was trying to dance with the aunties and that. You know, aunties, they're not trying to back up you, so they're just doing the waist and that side to side. He tried to spin around and that. Yeah. Auntie gave him the elbow. Hey, Maradona's moving. He was in the crowd like this.
He thought she was
living,
Auntie
bro.
Boots. She would have freed out.
Yeah, Auntie Boots was getting mad.
That's a year ago.
But there's Carl Hart.
Maybe longer than that.
Yeah, I actually want to have a chat with someone if they're open to it, not an expert.
Oh, you don't want to try it now?
What?
No, Heroin. See if you can.
No. Let's not be stupid.
The maddest thing is, you see my willpower, yeah?
Don't.
Go on.
Pass me a mag if you're gonna do this. 'Cause I need to drink through this.
No, real
Yeah,
talk.
for real.
You're about to say something crazy, bro.
I think if I took it, genuinely, I could do it once and just stop.
No, bro.
Nah,
no.
don't try it, man.
You're not.
Why you
super,
white? No,
you're
why
not
you
You don't know. You don't know,
He
bro.
thinks he's super Negro. Like, bro,
No, bro.
Why is everyone projecting onto me? I don't
We're
understand.
projecting heroin Haich.
Yeah, but you don't know though, innit?
Oh my gosh.
Am I your laptop?
I reckon I could do it, bro.
No, but what makes you think that though?
Don't be that.
Just because of who I am.
Yeah, but you haven't had anything of that magnitude though.
What's the most you ever done, if anything?
I'm not a drug user, innit?
Okay, so how can you say that then?
Yeah, because I'm me, man. Like, I know.
So
what
wait, your entry level is going to be at the highest point. Not even a little weed.
You know what? You got to deep it, yeah.
You see, it is, yeah.
No,
You got Kanye level confidence.
Yeah.
You got to really deep it, yeah. I've been in environments, yeah,
Okay.
where I should essentially have taken drugs, yeah,
Okay.
and never have.
I'm not talking about little Molly, bro.
Now, I hear what you're saying.
Weed, hash, heroin.
So, as far as I'm concerned, like, I know myself as a person, innit?
Okay.
I just don't think there's anything that if I wanted to do or not want to do, it's gonna go that way. So if I don't want to do something, it's not happening.
Yeah, until it has a grip
know
on you.
that once you've had it, the grip that it might have on you.
The person said they were busting. It felt like they bust 10 nuts.
Yeah,
At once.
Have you ever bust 10 nuts in one night?
In one night or in one moment.
Bro, I'm asking you a mad question because someone said they did it in one. It felt like 10 orgasms in one
moment.
I don't know what that feels like.
Exactly.
But if I did and I was like,
That's
right,
like
you
having
have
all
to
the Infinity Stones. You feel like Thanos at that point.
stop. I feel like Thanos right now, bro.
You know what it is?
Fuck off, Haich.
Bro, you know what it is? If you take heroin, yeah, and survive, I'll vote for you to become Prime Minister. I would then be engaged in politics fully. Like, I just won't be voting for the black and brown people for Labour. And you can create your own independent party. I'll pay membership. If you can defeat heroin, cool.
No, because this player can do it.
Bro, he's taking it recreationally on the weekend, bro.
10 nuts at
Bro,
once.
you shouldn't even be able to do that. Don't make
Forget
it
him,
like
forget
what
him.
he's doing is normal.
Forget him, yeah. The 10 nuts at once.
Yeah.
bro, you're gonna want to, do you know what I'm saying? Like, get that back.
Yeah, but if someone said, right, H, don't do that again, I'd be like, alright.
If someone said, H, don't do that
I
again.
mean, if I wanted to not do it again. If I was proving a point, I wouldn't do it again. It's that simple.
Bro, he has like, you know, like village man stubbornness.
yeah, proper. That is,
You know what? Shout out to you with the willpower. End of our RNA community, let us know if you two feel like you could defeat heroin. What? Fam.
10 nuts at once,
I'm
and my
just
eyes
saying,
are rolling back, bro.
Because this brother's
like
doing that
arcade
casually.
machines.
What's his name?
I think also because he's a professor, it wouldn't surprise me if he's getting like, you know, like the purest of pure. You know, without any added chemicals.
Or
Steptoe,
maybe he's like, it's making me tap into like the other 95% of the brain that we can't access. Hey, something light, man.
Pin popping bottles.
Come on. Why is everyone afraid? Like, why is everyone ducking in that?
What? You aiming around a few shots?
Why is everyone ducking in that?
Something light, man.
Chrissy made that seem like a flashback, bro.
Do you know? No, it's because I was looking down, so I didn't see him pick up the bottle. So all I heard was like pop, and then
Pop,
I was scared. Yeah.
We finished on the drug talk or anyone?
Yeah, man. No,
anyone else got any
Good
revelations for me? Anyone else want to tell me?
Remember when Ja Rule was like proper on the ecstasy thing, but like
That was
it just seemed
his
calm.
fault, bruv.
It just seemed calm. Like he just flung it in the bar.
Do you know what video come out? You looked. I think I don't know if it was you or someone tweeted on the timeline. Is it Rick Ross hard in the paint?
Yeah.
Fam, his eyes in that video.
He was off everything.
Yeah,
He
was.
couldn't have been just weed.
Anybody for any more? Or?
Chain so big, can't pop my collar. Better being timid in that.
I mean, when them ones were like, you can have it, but you might have to come and get it.
That's what I'm saying.
H is gonna do the honourable thing. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're off drug talk.